Hello, this is Sebastian from SocialAnxietySolutions.com. I am a former social anxiety disorder sufferer, and I help people overcome their social anxiety so they can feel relaxed in social situations, calm and at ease, playful, enjoy themselves, have connection, create great socialize, and that kind of stuff. And people come to me with a variety of problems, from a little bit of social anxiety to it consumes my whole life and it's there all the time with pretty much all people. And so people are in different phases when they show up for coaching. They kind of exist on a spectrum. And so making a transformation to go from social anxiety to socially at ease, it's not just you go from, okay, now I'm socially anxious and now I'm completely socially at ease in all situations. It's more like a progression, and there are different stages that people go through. But when you go from, I'm 10 out of 10 anxious in situations to I'm 6 out of 10 anxious, that's a big progress. That's a big improvement. And when you go from I'm 6 out of 10 anxious to 2 out of 10 anxious, that is also a big process. When you go from I'm beating myself up mercilessly after getting anxious to I'm not beating myself up anymore, that is big progress. And so there are many different things that indicate your progress. And I'm going to talk about that more in the future. But now I want to talk about someone who has made quite a transformation, but is not all the way there yet, but made a profound transformation nonetheless. And this is for Testimonials Tuesdays, of course, nice and exciting. And this is a little bit of a longer testimonial that was sent to me after I worked with him over a period of time. And he's actually a psychotherapist, so he's a bit more articulate in his testimonial, as most people are. So here we go. Reading it to you now. As a psychotherapist myself with a history of social anxiety, talk therapy alone just wasn't cutting it. Now I see the value of using a strong experiential component to give the painful feelings a chance to move out after being evoked. That's why the tapping works so well and quickly. It helps move out the feelings that Sebastian helps to call up. Before I started tapping with Sebastian, I struggled with social anxiety for years, worrying about sweating and blushing, embarrassment and humiliation, and anticipating all kinds of situations with trepidation. I would isolate and hide to protect myself, and I'm a person who loves connection. But I was afraid of being judged as a freak and then devalued, rejected, and dismissed because of it. It really limited my life. It created unnecessary dependencies and a lot of negative thoughts and beliefs about myself, a lot of shame, hopelessness, fear, and an unwillingness to move forward in life. Boy, was I doing a dance to get through every day. The frustration and all that toxic energy that I was holding in my system was very uncomfortable. I was afraid to go to parties and definitely really scared to go alone. I felt like I needed to please people to be accepted. I would hide from authority figures. I had trouble being assertive even though I had strong preferences. The tapping sessions I've been doing with Sebastian have helped significantly. I've been in a lot different types of therapy over the years, and for me, this one is remarkably effective. The combination of the tapping technique and Sebastian's skills and insight have created more forward movement in a short period of time than ever before. He really is an expert on social anxiety and all of the traps that a person with social anxiety finds himself in. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm so impressed by him. It's the combination of his ability to be highly attuned and so articulate that works so well. His precision cuts through the walls and defenses, gets me in touch with the deeper feelings and assumptions, and with the tapping, moves it out. All while giving me a new and more effective way to frame how I can approach future situations feeling safe and interested in embracing life. I'm happy to report that now I'm trying lots of things that I used to be afraid of. I'm more interested in going to parties, and I'm actually enjoying them. I'm less isolated and feel more secure with myself to engage with all different kinds of people. I'm getting more in touch with what's important to me, and I feel hopeful, and I'm so much less depressed. My anxiety has reduced significantly. When I do feel anxious as I try new things, I don't shame myself for blushing or sweating or looking nervous. I'm more proud of myself for sticking with it, even if it's uncomfortable. Recently, I invited someone I was chatting with in line at a restaurant to join me and have a meal together. I never would have done that before. It was exhilarating. I went to a wedding reception on my own and it was fine. I'm excited to keep discovering myself. I'm excited to keep trusting myself and what I know is important to me. I'm learning to be less afraid of the unknown. I'm even learning to let go of other people's perceptions of me as I concern myself more with my own self-acceptance. My advice, give Sebastian and this process a try. The proof is in the pudding. You'll know if it's working in a short period of time. No need to guess. All right, so this was a bit more elaborate of a testimonial, as this was an actual testimonial that I asked. So it's a bit more, but there you go. Hope this is helpful and gives you a bit of insight into the process. And this comes from a psychotherapist himself. So he had a lot of the logical understanding already, but emotionally he was still very much stuck. And so thanks to the tapping, we helped him move through that stuckness, detach the emotions, release them, process them. And so now he could get those understandings that he often already had on a subconscious level. So, that he didn't get triggered anymore and he can actually liberate himself to live the life that he wants to live. All right, so hope it's been helpful, and tune in soon for another Testimonials Tuesday. Bye for now.